What's up guys, it's Audra. Welcome back to my channel. So we're gonna do another mukbang today. We've got a lot of food here. I'm gonna make some black bean tempeh veggie burritos and we'll see how it goes. So let me know what you are eating in the comments below because I loved reading on my last mukbang what everybody was eating. It gave me actually a lot of inspiration to try some new stuff because I'm the type of person, like, I just eat the same thing every day. Like, this is like my lunch pretty much every single day. So if I keep doing mukbangs, you're probably gonna see these burritos constantly. So first of all, I guess I'll show you guys what I have here. So first I've got my whole wheat burritos. I'm going with 2 today. Sometimes I do 1, sometimes I do 3. Most of the time it's 2, but I just kind of go with the flow. Okay, a lot of black beans and tempeh, just kind of chopped up. I actually don't have any rice today. Usually I would put rice in this, but to be honest with you, like, I just have not been feeling the rice thing lately for some reason. I'm not gonna complain about it because I love beans and tempeh right now. Like, they are my jam. So then I have this huge thing of steamed vegetables. This in here is just cabbage and broccoli. And this isn't like your typical like fajita style veggies. I get that, but this is all that I had on hand and I don't really care either way. Like, it works, so gonna go with it. And then I've got lots of this is iceberg lettuce. There's some cilantro I'm gonna sprinkle on top, half an avocado, which turned out perfectly, I'm so excited about, and then some lime juice, and then last but not least is the salsa. So yeah, so we're just gonna make some burritos. I'll show you how easy and simple and quick this is. This is perfect for if you're in a rush or if you wanna make this to go. Like, you could put all of this in a to-go container and then just wrap these up separately and then just make some burritos kind of on the go. And it's kid-friendly, like, it's super healthy. It's got a lot of vegetables, a lot of protein, carbs, fat, everything. So usually what I do is start with this. I start with my black beans and tempeh mixture. And I'm just gonna mix this up because I put some spices on top to kind of make it taste like taco-ish, kind of. And all I did was just add garlic powder, onion powder, black pepper, cumin, and like chili powder, I think. But I'm gonna put some of this on here. And let me just scoot this over. So yeah, a lot of you guys liked my last mukbang, which I was so excited about. I honestly love making this, or making these mukbangs, because I feel like I can just like hang out with you guys and get to know you, and you get to know me a little bit better. And by the way, I am gonna eat this, but I have to save it because I'm gonna put it in something else, so you'll see. Okay, next is I put on my vegetables. So you can't really put on a ton just because the burritos aren't really gonna work out. Like, they won't roll up really good, I guess. But I will put that in there. And then I have to have lettuce, like iceberg lettuce especially, on my tacos. Or on my burritos. It makes them taste so different. Like, it just gives it that like fresh, crisp type of taste. And I love it. It's so good. These are gonna be super packed full of stuff. Okay, oh, I need a knife. Or no, I can do this. So then I've got this avocado, and you guys, like, if you're not eating avocado, it's like the food of the gods. Like, I'm not even kidding. I used to never eat avocado, and Michael ate it all the time. I was like, that's gross. Why are you eating that? And he was like, try it. So I started putting it on everything, and now, like, avocado and tahini well, let me take it back. Avocado, tahini, and peanut butter are like my top 3 favorite, like, fats, I guess, to add to a meal. Or like chia seeds, flax seeds. Actually, I don't know. I like all of it, so. But avocado is definitely in the top 3 for sure. Okay, now let's do some salsa. A little bit on there. All right, so I'm saving, you can see I have a lot of the stuff left over, and the reason why is because I like to do like the burrito. Now also, you know what, I need to grab a napkin. Hold on. Okay, I'm back. I like to do the burritos, but whatever I have left over, I kind of make like a little mini burrito bowl and kind of eat on that too. So I'm just basically, oh, I need to put my cilantro on top. That's another key for this. cilantro. And you can add like corn or, you know, obviously rice or like whatever you want to add. I don't know that I'll eat all these vegetables because this is a lot. Like I cooked up 8 tons of vegetables and I don't feel like feeling like super stuffed. I'm just adding a lot of this to here. And then I'll top it with the rest of the black bean and tempeh. And you can use other beans too. Pinto beans go really good with this. And then lime juice, I'm gonna put this on the burritos first. This is another key, the lime juice. I would say to make this taste perfect, like for a burrito or burrito bowl, you've gotta have lime juice, avocado, cilantro, salsa, and then some type of bean. That's the key. I'm sure other people would argue like you gotta have corn and you gotta have hot sauce or whatever, but that's my thing. Can't forget the avocado. So all of that goodness. And then some more salsa on top. And there you go. I mean, that's a lot of food, but it's super healthy. Like whole wheat burritos, black beans, tempeh, tons of vegetables, avocado, salsa, lime juice, cilantro. Like this is like the ideal meal. Like it's super delicious, super satisfying. I mean, it doesn't get any better. And let me know, you guys, like what do you put on your burritos? Oh, that is so good. Oh my gosh. I'm telling you, if you don't have the avocado, it is not the same. You guys can't see it right now, but Lucy's sitting right here and staring at me. Every time she knows the smell somehow of beans and sweet potatoes. Every time I cook those things, she just like mysteriously appears. And she's just sitting there like, oh, what's up? Give me some. Oh my God, so good. The thing is, like, by the way, before I get going, I'm probably going to talk with my mouth open a little bit, and I apologize up front for that. I know it's so rude, but otherwise I would just eat and just sit here and chew and then like talk for 2 seconds and then, yeah. So you might see me talking and I apologize. I don't think that's very ladylike. I was saying something, I totally forgot. I don't know. So this is something that you could get at like Chipotle or Moe's or like a taco place, right? But you're gonna pay, I don't know, $8 to $10, $12, $15, depending on what you get and how much you get. Like, the breakdown of this, I mean, I haven't done it, you know, but I bet if I were to do this, it would only be like a couple of dollars worth for all this food. Like the most expensive thing would be this half of an avocado, which I think avocados are kind of expensive right now. This was like $1.29, so what is that, like 65 cents for that? These vegetables are super cheap and the beans are cheap. Actually, I buy these in bulk, like, and I buy them dry. I don't necessarily, like 99% of the time I just cook my own beans. Like I won't buy canned beans. And it's not because I think canned beans are bad or anything. It's just because they're so much cheaper that way. I can buy like a pound or 2 pounds of beans for like $1 or $1.50 versus 1 can of beans for like $1 when it's on sale. And that's just annoying to me. I just soak them overnight in water, and then the next morning all the water is going to be kind of like black purplish, and you just rinse them and drain them and then put it in a large pot, and then cover that with water and bring it to a boil. And then once it starts boiling, put it on simmer and put the top on, and then just let it cook for like 30 minutes, an hour, or however long you want. And it's perfect. And it's so cheap. Like, there's a reason why the majority of cultures in the world live off of like rice and beans because it's just super cheap. Okay. So, instead of me just sitting here talking about like beans, I'm gonna answer some of your questions from my last mukbang. So if you want me to talk about something, or you have a question or something like that, leave it in the comment section of this video, because if I do another mukbang, I'll look at this video to see what you guys were kind of wanting to talk about or whatever. There were some questions on this one, and let's talk about those. Okay, here's one. Why don't you mix the protein in the oats? I tried putting the protein mousse layered on top of the oats, and oh my god. Because if you didn't watch my last mukbang, basically I had oatmeal, and then on the side I had my little protein mousse, and I did not mix them together, and there's a very good reason why I did not do this. I'm going to try to roll this, and I know it's going to fall apart, and I'm going to look like a slob trying to eat this, but we're going to go for it. I guess it was maybe like 3.5, almost 4 years ago, I was doing like a lot of weightlifting, like bodybuilding stuff, which I actually love. Like, I'm kind of thinking about getting back into that a little bit, like the more heavier weights and stuff. But at this time I was doing it, and I had a coach, and the coach like told me like what to eat, how to work out, all that stuff. This coach also had me eating like specific times, like kind of like a meal plan, and it was like a meal plan, but like IFYM at the same time. I don't know, it was kind of weird. But anyways, he was like, your post-workout meal, have some carbs and protein. And in the meal plan, he said to have a protein shake with oatmeal. So I started eating that, and I really enjoyed it. I was doing just like oatmeal with like some bananas or something, and then I'd have like a protein shake, which, by the way, I hate drinking protein shakes. I will not do that. You will never see me drink a protein shake. Something about just drinking it ruins it for me. Like, I want to eat food. I don't want to drink everything. So anyways, that's besides the point. So at the same time I was doing this, I was also working at a restaurant as a waitress, and I had to get there pretty early in the morning. So I would get up and I would do my workout, and then I would rush over to my job and start work. And the two places, like the gym and my job, were like 2 miles away, so it took me probably like 5 minutes to get there. So I was so rushed, I would have to eat in the car as I was driving down the road trying to get to work. So like eating those two things separately wasn't like possible. I mean, it was, but it wasn't gonna like, basically I just got to the point where I was like, it'd be so much easier just mixing these together, you know, because I'd seen a lot of people on Instagram do that. Hold on. Oh my gosh. The avocado with the whole wheat wrap. I saw a lot of people doing this on Instagram, and I was just kind of like, I'll try it. You know, it's a really quick way. I can just mix it all together. Well, you know, like those times in your life when you eat something and maybe you get like food poisoning from it, or you eat it and then like the next day you get like the stomach flu, not necessarily from that food, but you just get sick, and you kind of like have that tie-in to that food, the last food that you ate, and you're like, I'm never going to eat that food again. It just totally repulses you, and you never want to touch it again. Well, that happened to me, because the first time I did this, and it could have just been the protein powder that I was using at the time, but like I ate it, and I'm not even kidding, I had to pull over and just like spit it out. It was the worst thing I've ever eaten in my life. At the same time though, I had to finish it because I was going to work and I didn't have any other food, and I was going to be working for like 4 hours, and I had just done like this grueling workout, and I needed food. So I just choked it down, and after that I just swore, I was like, I will never do this again, because I don't want to waste the protein, I don't want to waste the oat milk, and I know putting them together just doesn't work. So it's basically like that whole thing. If you eat something and it makes you sick, or you get food poisoning, you get the stomach flu afterwards, you have like this connection to that time, and you're just like, I'm never ever eating that food again. And that's happened to me with other foods too. Like, sorry, that was a big bite. Like shrimp. One time I was in Destin, Florida with my family, and we went to the seafood place and got shrimp. And I think I got food poisoning from the shrimp because I got sick like immediately after. And from that point forward, I would not eat shrimp, even like when I was not vegan. So that's why I don't do that. But it could just be the protein powder I was using, but still, like, I'm just so afraid I'm gonna mess it up and then just waste like all that food. But I could just give it to Michael and he would eat it. But I do like to add protein to like oats and do like protein pancakes or protein cookies or something like that. But the idea of like that protein powder and hot oatmeal just makes me repulse. Okay, the next question says, do you not eat maple syrup or use sweeteners anymore? So here's the thing. I've actually like never used a lot of sweeteners except for 2 times. I was doing like the paleo low carb thing like years ago, and I legit put stevia or stevia, however you want to say it. I put that on everything. Like I was putting it on like eggs and bacon and just like random stuff because I literally got addicted to using that stuff. It completely messed up my taste buds. It messed up my stomach. Like it caused so many digestive problems. And probably because I was using so much, you know? But I mean, I was making like coconut oil, almond flour, walnut, chocolate chunk cookies with like a cup of stevia in there, you know? And that might sound extreme, but the thing is, like, once you get on that stuff, it literally is like addictive. It's so hard to stop. Because I think I heard somewhere that it's like, I want to say, I could be totally off here, but it's like 20 or like 100 times sweeter than just regular table sugar. And so you're just constantly looking for that sweet taste. Like I went through that phase of adding like coconut sugar to stuff and maple syrup to everything. It was like, what is the point? What am I doing here? So I do use it, like maple syrup from time to time, like if I'm having pancakes or something, but to just add it to like my oatmeal or like something like that, like I just don't do that. Not because I'm like, no, it's bad. Like I don't think that. I don't want it. You know, I literally like plain oatmeal. Just as crazy as that is, I always have. But I know a lot of people love adding maple syrup and stuff to their oatmeal, and if you do, go for it. You know, I just don't really. Plus I've found that like, if I'm ever craving something sweet, fruit just like does it for me, you know? I'll eat a banana, I'll eat some dates, I'll eat an orange or something, because that's what my body's craving. It's not craving like a cookie, it's craving just like carbs or like glucose, you know? And yeah, you can get that from cookies, and it's not bad to eat cookies, but like, I know I'm gonna feel better after I eat an apple versus like a bunch of junk stuff, you know? But I just kind of go with it, you know? But no, to answer the question just really quickly, because that took me like 5 minutes to answer that, I don't use a lot of that. I will, but not like regularly. But if you like it and it helps you to eat oatmeal and you enjoy it, like, go for it. There's definitely worse things we could be eating, right? Okay. Why did you start using protein powder again? So there's a simple answer and then there's like a complex answer. The simple answer is I really like the taste. Like I've gotten to, like, I literally one day a few months ago, I was gonna call Sun Warrior and just like ask them if they could sell me like the flavor without the protein. But I didn't. Like, I thought they would think I'm like some kind of like psycho or something. Also, like, it is very satisfying to me. So like I notice when I do have it, I feel much more satisfied, because protein is actually a very satiating macronutrient. So like if I had like a scoop of cocoa powder versus a scoop of protein powder, the cocoa powder is not going to like fill me up at all. Protein powder makes me feel more satisfied. So it's kind of like I don't want to say it is about the protein, you know, because it's not about the protein, but it kind of is. But I like the taste. So I don't know. Like, and I'm totally like a weirdo with this. I go back and forth. Like sometimes, like right now, I love it, you know. And then I get to a point where I'm just like, I don't want it anymore, you know. And I just kind of go with that. Like, I don't really have any like rules about it. If I want it, I eat. If I don't, I don't. Like, I'm not really like super stressed out about it or anything. What is that? Oh, fun. I got the piece of the avocado, this little like seed part of it, in my burrito. What was I saying? No, but like if you want it, I just would encourage you to get a plant-based protein. It's this, like, even if you're not vegan, because it's the same thing. Like, you can still get the exact same amount of protein if you're looking for it from a protein perspective. Plus, there's just been so many studies that have been done about like animal-based protein powders raising IGF-1 levels and all that kind of stuff. And so, like, just go get like a good like hemp protein, or like they even make like cranberry protein. You know, I think that's some of the blend that's in somewhere. Okay, next question. Do you live in Mascuda? What is Mascuda? I have to Google this place. Mascuda. Is that how you even say that? Mascuda, a city in Illinois. Population of 7,483 people at the 2010 census. Let's see what this place looks like. Oh, it's a cute little town. No, obviously I don't live in Mascuda, but it looks like a very lovely place to live. Okay, so my camera cut off again. It does this after like 25 minutes. It's just like internal temperature is too hot, and I just stopped. So I've just been eating while I've been waiting on that. Some of this, I saved my burrito to finish with you guys. But no, I don't live in Mascuda. Actually, right now we live in Tennessee. We used to live in Texas, and before that we were in Costa Rica, and then we were in Tennessee, and then we were in North Carolina, and then we were in Tennessee. So we've moved a lot. And no, my husband is not in the military. We actually just love to move and travel and just like experience new stuff, you know, which I know is probably odd to a lot of people, because a lot of people are like, this is my home, you know, I can never leave this place. And I think people are just kind of wired differently, but I just love moving. I love seeing new places, making new friends, experiencing new stuff. Like, it's just, I don't know. I just like that right now, you know. We're originally from here in Tennessee. And then when we got married, literally like 2 weeks after our honeymoon, or maybe it was like a week after, we moved to North Carolina. And the reason we moved to North Carolina was to go to seminary. We went to school out there for a few years and absolutely loved it. And then we found out that Michael's dad was diagnosed with Lou Gehrig's disease, or ALS. So we moved back to Tennessee to be with him. And then he actually passed away. After that, we still hadn't finished school yet, so we were like, well, let's just go back out to North Carolina and finish. So we're out there, and then Michael got a really good job offer back in Tennessee. So we did that. We stayed in Tennessee for a while, and then we went to Costa Rica for some ESL stuff. Stayed there for a little while. I miss Costa Rica so bad. I love that place. They had the best fruit ever. But we did that, and then we came back to Tennessee just for a short time because we thought we were about to go overseas and do ESL stuff. So we had like looked at jobs like in Vietnam, in South Korea, Japan, England, China, like, and we were about to sign a contract for a job in Vietnam. And at that time we were like, okay, we can go do this now, like go do our ESL, like mission related stuff now, or like we can do that now and then adopt a baby like later on whenever we just are somewhere where we can do that, because adoption is something we want to do for a very long time. Or we can stay in the United States and adopt here first, let all that be finalized, and then we can go overseas. So luckily he found an ESL job in Texas, which is what we ended up doing. We moved to Texas. We loved it there. We actually lived in Houston, and I love Houston so much. We got that call for the baby, and you know, everything like kind of changed. And after that we were like we were just like, let's be around family for a little while, you know. That's why we came back here. Plus it was actually going to be easier and more like cost efficient to do the adoption here anyway, so it was just like, let's do it, you know. That's where we are now. And like, I love it here, you know. I mean, I love Tennessee, but I don't really feel like this is our last stop. Maybe it is, I don't know. But I feel like God has just always like really led us to do like mission related stuff. That's just what that is my passion. I grew up doing that like with my family, like in Brazil, and Michael and I got into it when we started dating and when we got married, and like it was just like, that's just what we like love. So I see us like doing that somewhere, but I don't know, you know. Right now we're just like super content and just really focusing on living like in the now, like today, with me and Michael and Lucy, and just like appreciating this time, you know, because you never know what's gonna happen tomorrow, good or bad. I mean, you just never know, you know. So like always living for the future or always living in the past is really just a waste of your time, because you can't change the past and the future isn't here yet. So you have to make it now like count, you know. Otherwise you're always going to be unhappy. Nothing will like ever be enough. And like one of our professors at seminary told us this, and I always remember this. It said, wherever you are, be all there. If you're in a new job, or like at a certain school or a certain town or whatever you're doing, like while you're there, be all there. Like, why not just enjoy it while you're there? Don't just lock yourself inside and never make friends and never do anything fun, like just complaining because you don't live somewhere else, you don't have a different job, or you don't, you know, you're not out of school yet, or you still live with your parents or whatever. Like, you might as well enjoy it, because if not, I mean, you're just wasting the precious, precious time that you have right now that you could be making the most of. So it's kind of like that quote, and I love this quote because it's so true, and I remind myself of this all the time. The grass is not greener on the other side. It is green where you water it. And that is in every area of your life, with your jobs, your relationships, your things that you have, your kids, your friendships, like everything. So that's really what I've been learning over the last few years, but really like the last year is just like, wherever I'm at, wherever I live, whatever my housing situation, whatever my friendship situation, whatever my job situation or whatever, like, be all there. Make the most out of it, because tomorrow you could move somewhere else. Tomorrow something really bad could happen. Tomorrow, like, things change all the time. So you might as well just enjoy what you have, be grateful for what you have, make the most out of it, and just like enjoy your life, you know? The constant addiction of wanting something else will steal so much joy from you. And it just like numbs you to where you don't even do anything with your life except sit there and like daydream about something that isn't really going to happen anytime soon, you know what I mean? So the answer to that question is no. I don't live in Where's that place called? Muscuda. So, I am done. I feel so good right now. I'm telling you guys, if you're not doing the vegan 5, you are missing out. And it is perfect. So if you're wondering what the vegan 5 is in this meal, basically it's carbs from the tortillas and stuff. And also carbs in the beans because I didn't put any rice in there. And then protein from the beans and tempeh, fat from the avocado, and then obviously all the vegetables. And I got my agua, and I feel perfect. I don't have any cravings. I'm not super stuffed. I'm perfectly satisfied. And like, I mean, everything's gone. Let me know if you guys do like these videos. So I feel like it's just fun. Like I just hang out with you guys and eat and talk and yeah. So I hope that you guys have an amazing day or night wherever you are. Be sure to leave in the comments what you're eating because I need some new ideas. I eat the same thing all the time. And let me know too if you're eating breakfast, lunch, or dinner. That would be cool to see. So anyways, I hope you have a great day and I love you guys and I'll see you next time. Bye.